Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you here today. Last night, WWE Monday Night Raw threw a whole can of gasoline on the Ronda Rousey versus Becky Lynch feud. I honestly thought this was just going to be a sort of a match, sort of tucked in near the end of the pay-per-view. One of the matches that they really did sort of build up, but I really wasn't expecting a whole bunch. And now you've got people actually out there debating whether if Becky Lynch versus Ronda Rousey is going to main event Survivor Series. In my opinion, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if the men's match main evented Survivor Series, but there's also a good chance that AJ Styles versus Brock Lesnar would be a good possible main event into the show. But it is going to be fun to debate. If there was ever going to be a women's match that main evented a pay-per-view in 2018, it has to be Becky Lynch versus Ronda Rousey. I know that there's a lot of debate out there. You know, the rumor's been out there since WrestleMania 34 that Charlotte versus Ronda Rousey would be your main event match for WrestleMania 35. But here we are in November, going into Thanksgiving time. Royal Rumble's right up around the corner, and Becky Lynch, you know, since that whole ordeal with people debating who the babyface was after the Charlotte and Becky Lynch feud started, Becky Lynch, quite possibly the biggest badass in WWE. There was people out there, you know, basically wondering if Becky Lynch can turn into the new Stone Cold Steve Austin, and I straight up laughed. Like, there's no way in the world. People might like Becky Lynch, people might care about her, but there's no way in the world that she's going to turn into the biggest world anti-hero that the fans just love. But right now, she's killing it. And I think that, honestly, Becky Lynch could go into Survivor Series, lose this match, and still come out a hero on the SmackDown brand that people are just loving. I know that people are a little bit mixed up. They don't know whether to boo the Woo or to boo Becky. But I think, honestly, it's just the point right now where you just pick a side. And wherever you want to land is wherever you want to land. I thought that Charlotte versus Ronda Rousey was definitely the biggest women's match that they could put on at WrestleMania 35. But right now, I'd be glad to debate you. I don't have the most faith in the world for WWE to be able to keep Ronda Rousey hot from right now all the way until WrestleMania. But, you know, if they have a goal in mind, they'll find a way to be able to get him there. But what a time it is to be a wrestling fan and be cheering on Becky Lynch. She came down, you know, with... well, I guess she started the invasion by going in and just flat out taking out Ronda Rousey face to face, strapping her in the armbar, and then you have the SmackDown brand run down and run ruckshot over the entire Monday Night Raw women's roster. You still have one more spot to fill. In my mind, I don't understand why Charlotte is a part of the invasion if she's not going to be a part of the match. But then again, Mandy Rose was there. We also had Lana there. They're both a part of the SmackDown brand. So I don't know why you would want to, but maybe one of those women get on the team and Charlotte sits this one out. They got to have a plan for something. And honestly, I know that they had the big main event match at Evolution. Well, no, it wasn't the main event match because Ronda Rousey versus Nikki Bella was for some freaking reason. But, you know, once this is all said and done, Charlotte versus Becky Lynch has to be on the plate sooner than later in some sort of a big match, because I think that's what people really want to see. It's not like we want to see Becky Lynch versus Naomi or Becky Lynch versus Carmella. Those aren't big money matches that people are going to be wanting to see. But this match right here, I think, is going to be one for the ages. Quite possibly could be one of the most real wrestling matches that Ronda Rousey has in WWE, and we're able to actually see how she is as a competitor in a wrestling ring. And I think that's one of the reasons why they picked this match to have at Survivor Series. I can't wait for it. I bet you guys are sitting there too. I got my money on Rousey, but I'll tell you the truth that I'll be cheering for Becky Lynch at the pay-per-view.